y'all? How are y'all doing today? Today, I want to show you a few things that I colored at school. It has something to do with the Greek and Trojan War, which is in the book The Iliad and the movie Troy. I colored a picture of Menalaus telling him to rest in peace. Y'all are gonna like this video, trust me. And here on the back, this is what I wrote. R.I.P. Menalaus from the Greek and Trojan War. I know you did not get your justice, man, but I guarantee you, if I were a Greek soldier, but I'd be a black man from South Africa, and I'll get there later, but since Greece is closer to all the since it's a European country, it's closer to all the African, Asian, and Middle Eastern countries. They would just have to take ships there. Anyway, as I was saying, I would definitely be willing to find the cowardly cockroaches after your death when Prince Hector had killed you and then all the Greeks had invaded the city Troy 10 years later. I'd find Helen and Paris, who actually started the Greek and Trojan War, and I would catch them, even if that means that I had to kill 3 giant Trojan soldiers who are all 8 feet tall and have to try to attack me at all at the same exact time, but I will, buddy, because I am hyperactive, fast and loud. And then I would bring them to your brother King Agamemnon, and I would have the 3 million golden coins for turning into disgusting cockroaches. I want to honor Menalaus and all the Greeks who died during the Greek and Trojan War. So I make this video. And before I get there, I need to move on. This is the guy who died after Menalaus. Hector also killed this one. Patroclus. I also say rest in peace, Patroclus, from the Greek and Trojan War. Now I'm going to read this one to you. Rest in peace, Patroclus, from the Greek and Trojan War. I know that Prince Hector had killed you, man, but your older cousin Achilles killed him. But your older he killed him, avenging Patroclus by killing Hector. But I guarantee you, man, and y'all, back then they had plastic and rubber costumes, like from the movie White Chicks, when the 2 black dudes had to disguise themselves as white chicks in order to find out what's going on, because they were a part of the FBI, and that was the only way to discover who the real criminal was. In the end, it was what's his face, Hamilton, the fat dude, fat white guy with the gray hair. Yeah, I would disguise myself as a white Trojan soldier after I killed a Trojan soldier, and then put on his armor, put on a costume so that I'd look like a white person. They have that back then. They just needed to know what they were doing. And then I would pretend to be one of the Trojans for 6 months in the city. And then search the whole place. And this is what I said. I would go into the city Troy as a pretend Trojan soldier, and I would stay into the city for 6 whole entire months until I find where the cowardly flying cockroaches went to hide inside of the tunnel, where they hid and ran away like the cowardly cockroaches that they are. I mean, Helen and Paris. Ugh, gross. That's what I said. And then I would leave the city Troy into the Trojan giant wooden horse. I would know exactly what to do. I would find Helen and Paris, and then Paris I would find Helen and then Paris. Disgusting. Back into... Okay, what I meant to say is I would disguise myself as a black man from South Africa, showing Helen and Paris that I was just pretending to be a Trojan so that I could get to them, and then eventually turn them into Agamemnon, and then get the 3 million golden coins for turning in Helen and Paris. I think I'm gonna be sick. Those people were disgusting, y'all. But I would also be paid by the rest of the kings. But I would also be paid by the rest of the kings. They would also pay me millions of golden coins for granting their justice. Because, y'all, Helen and Paris were the reason why that war was started. And then Agamemnon. This is what I said for Agamemnon because he also died during the Greek and Trojan War. R.I.P. Agamemnon from the Greek and Trojan War. I know that those disgusting cockroaches got away with self-centeredness and treason, but I guarantee you, man, I would catch them and I would turn them into you, but first I would have some Greek soldiers who used to be under the command of your Spartan brother, Menalaus, and check Achilles' girlfriend to make sure that she didn't have a knife in her hand to kill you, and then fight off Achilles with bows and arrows so that he would not kill you. And Agamemnon and Achilles hated each other. They fought over her during the Greek and Trojan War, y'all. And I know this is a long video, but you're gonna be entertained. Because I'm incredibly smart and I know what I'm doing. And if you were to catch them and turn them into Agamemnon for 10 years of treason, because that war lasted for 10 years, y'all, he would award you and make you rich. With bows and arrows, so that he would not kill you. All 900 of them, I'd be a Greek soldier, but I'd be a black man from South Africa. I would then turn Helen and Paris I meant, this is what I meant to say. I would then turn in Helen and Paris and then have the 3 million golden coins for turning in 2 disgusting cockroaches. The reason why I'm saying this stuff about Helen and Paris, y'all, is because they were dirty. Helen and Paris were dirty. Paris had promised, Menalaus, right here, that if he got his ass kicked, and he did, Helen would have to go back to him. But instead he gets him killed by his brother Hector, and then it all goes bad. If he wasn't so selfish, the city wouldn't be invaded, and they were looking everywhere for Helen and Paris. And y'all, they would make me rich and famous for turning them in. This would be my house in South Africa. Southern people are tough, y'all. This is what my house would look like. I call it the Southern Temple. Only a few more minutes, y'all. I know it's long, but only a few more minutes. Let me read this. My mansion in South Africa for being brave, killing Trojan soldiers, even the 3 giant 8 feet tall Trojan soldiers, to get Helen and Paris for their 10 years of self-centeredness and also treason, and then turn them into the Greek king Agamemnon, and then get the 3 million golden coins. For turning in 2 disgusting cockroaches again. For turning in 2 disgusting cockroaches. I know this video's long, but it's damn near over, y'all. And this would be me as a Greek soldier. Even though I'd be a black man from South Africa, this would be me, y'all. Right here. And on the back it says, this would be me as a Greek soldier, even though I'd be a black man from South Africa. I'd be very skilled and a brave soldier during the Greek and Trojan War. During and after the death of Menalaus, I would fight Trojan soldiers with 2 swords, all at the same exact time, throw spears with crazy aim, use 2 shields just in case I have no sword or spear and then fight with 2 butcher knives. Rest in peace, Menalaus, from the Greek and Trojan War. That's me. And y'all, I own the movie, Troy. I watched it. I wish Menalaus got his justice. I'll make a part 2 because this one's too long. This movie right here. This is what I'm talking about. I would bring them to justice for what they did. I wish he would have got his justice. Have a nice day, y'all.